Guys, I am back. I'm so excited to be back. It feels good to be in front of the camera, to be doing makeup, to be doing things I love. I've just been so busy. The last time I uploaded was like April. I had like a Google internship. I've been all types of about everywhere, and I'm studying abroad in London right now. So I'm just excited to be back. I'm excited to be back on this consistent stuff. I'm excited to just be creative and try all these new looks, and I'm just so excited if you haven't been able to tell. I hate Kylie Cosmetics so much, y'all. Besides the lipsticks are good. Like, I'm not even a hater. I'm not gonna front, but them eyeshadows, trash. So I got so excited that she's been working on this for 2 years, and you could really tell in her products, and I'm gonna give you guys a review. I've been using them since, because I'm pretty late with this review, but I mean, this is just when I'm starting YouTube again. So I gave her all coins I could. I bought one online because I thought it was gonna be like Kylie Cosmetics, just sold out really quickly. I like that she had so many products just available. Like, I think the darker color sold out, and that was it. So I got $370 online like an idiot, and then I had to go back in person and get $330. I'll keep this, you know, it could be my summer shade, but I'm $330 in the pale winter fall days, and so far I absolutely love this. This is a medium coverage foundation. It is soft matte, and so far from trying it, it definitely does give you what it promises. Then I got one of her 120, her highlight brush. So if you sort of look at how it is used, obviously. So it's sort of like that application like this. I'm obsessed. Like, this literally enhances the pigment to any highlight. I've used this with the Rihanna highlight, and I've used this with other highlights, and I have not been able to put this down since I started, and it's really cute. Like, packaging is super cute. Then I got a contour stick. This is, again, packaging is so cute. I got it in the shade Truffle. So just to show you how much product it brings. So I know from first glance, like, this really isn't anything. It is. Like, look how chubby it is. And just, if you think about it realistically, you're not going to be using that much product. So this can last you a while. And I would say I still love this, but out of everything that I got, this definitely has to be my least favorite. And the last thing that I gave her, of course, I got trophy wife, like the basic individual that I am. And I have... Look at that. Just look at that. Come on, zoom in, camera. Just, it's a beautiful, beautiful. I had it on my, I can actually put my Snap story in here now. I was glowing yesterday because honestly I had used it a little bit, but I hadn't like full blown put it on my face. So I was a little scared. Like, this is dramatic. Like, if you're one of them subtle, like, I don't really do makeup like that, this may not be for you. Not saying that this product is bad. This product is amazing, but it's for us, you know, the extra out ones. But she killed it. She killed it with what I have right here. She absolutely killed it, and I cannot wait to really put these on for you. So let's get to it. So first I'm going in with my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. So this is just pore perfecting because I honestly felt as if this foundation, it sort of sunk into my pores a bit more than I wanted it to. So I sometimes use this primer or the Porefessional, and I put some translucent powder, and it just sort of fills my pores. And I feel like this is the type of foundation I definitely had to do that beforehand with. It's a soft matte, so when it comes to matte, you know that means it dries quicker, so you do have to work a little bit faster. And you know, everybody's been talking about how it oxidizes. Yes, it does go a shade, probably at max a shade down. So you definitely, but it's really quick. It's not like, oh, throughout the day and then at the end of the day you're gonna look like a pumpkin. No, it's literally like in the next like 2-3 minutes after you put it. So if you haven't bought it yet and you go to Sephora or something, just make sure that when you swatch it, just walk around for a bit, come back to a mirror and just look and see, hey, is this still my shade? So if you do that, you're gonna be all good. Like, besides that, honestly, the application, I love it. I love that it's medium coverage, and you can build it up to a full coverage, but I have relatively clear skin, so I sort of like the medium coverage because it feels like your skin. And I have literally worn this for hours, multiple times, and I will give this foundation one thing. I can spend a whole day and it will still look like skin. You know how foundation sort of looks sort of gross after a couple hours, and you can't complain because it's been mad hours, but this does not. It looks amazing. It looks like skin right after. It does not crease like that. It looks amazing. One thing though, if you're not too, you know, makeup savvy, I will say when you're first applying the foundation, you might get a look like, the what? Because it just sort of looks slightly streaky, but again, it's because it's matte, and sometimes matte does that, and you just gotta continue with your makeup process. Don't even think about it, and then you'll see that at the end it's gonna look flawless, because you know, sometimes the most beautiful things look a little ugly at first. So now, we can't do a voiceover for the contour stick because I feel like this is the most important part. If you're going to use this contour stick, it's great, right? But just to show you guys, I feel as if I were to go like that, which I'm not going to, it's very, very difficult to blend. And not saying that it's impossible, like it's blendable, but it's like sort of leaves that stick because it's already soft matte. Like, if I'm doing this and there isn't anything happening, like you could high key walk out like this. So because this isn't as creamy, I like to use my LA Girl Pro foundation concealer when it comes to contouring, period. But when it comes to this especially, I would use a creamier contour. But what I found is really good, because this is creamy. Like, it's super soft. It's just, see, like it blended really nicely. It's just, when I put it here and I usually let this sit for a minute, it just doesn't work for me. So what I like to use is I like to use a brush. I like to use this Morphe E8 brush, rub this, and then it comes out beautifully on my skin. But I just, especially if you're not that good at makeup, it's way too much work to blend, and life should be easy. I don't like to do things that take a lot of work, you know? So since I know I am super late to this thing, I wanted to also offer some drugstore dupes. And I felt as if when it comes to the Fenty Beauty foundation, the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation was pretty similar. Why? It has the same soft matte finish, so it's not super duper matte, but it definitely dries quickly, and it also has that feels like your own skin finish, and it's buildable, and it also has sort of, you know, not orangey, but just that warm undertone as well. But it's definitely similar. I would say Fenty Beauty only wins in terms of long lasting, but they're both long lasting products, and this is drugstore. So if your coins can't just go to Rihanna right now, it's cool. Definitely try this one out. Okay, so now my face is done, well, the base part, and now it's time for highlight. So like I was saying, it is a bomb product, but it's also very pigmented. So if you're like of lighter complexion, this is not gonna work. Like, it's just gonna be way too dark for you. But if you are of medium skin tone or darker, this is gonna be great if you're into extra out type of things. So I'm gonna sort of swatch it on this side and this side. I'm gonna show you just regularly, if I were to swatch it regularly, and in the way that I think works best for me. So using the brush, I don't know if you could hear these loud freshmen, or as they call it in the UK, freshes. Yeah, my accent is trash, don't make fun of me. So I am going to apply it as, which side should I apply it on? I'm gonna apply it on this side, my bad side, so you could, oh Jesus. Wow, it still looks great, but like, it's not like my cup of tea. So if you were to apply it just regularly, like first instinct like this is what it's gonna look like. So I think it's way too fat. I got a small face, like this is way too fat. But I mean, with blush, it sort of covers it, but it's also very glittery if you like pay attention. So you see that's too much for me as I continue to add highlight. That's too much. So what I like to do is I use a cream highlighter first, and I also apply this a bit differently. So the cream highlighter I'm going to use is a Drugstore. It's the Sleek Makeup Solstice palette. So I'm going to grab this, and I'm just going to just go about my business like I regularly would. Not that because I usually use cream highlighters for highlighters that need a little bit of help. As you can tell, this don't need no help. I just think it just gives you a more dewy look instead of a chalky look. Like, it doesn't look chalky. Like, I would go out like this, but it doesn't give you dewy. It does look like it just got put on. So I want it to look sort of like, again, I'm going to put a video of my snap of what it looked like yesterday when I wore it with this mix. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing, but what I'm gonna do is, you need control when it comes to this brush, but this brush is amazing. Like, don't think these complications means that I hate this brush. This is my favorite, but it's just like, it's so good that it does too much. You know what I'm saying? So I had it on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Oh, I just dropped that. Oh, wow. Oh my God. So now, oh my God. But in these areas, I sort of just leave it as is. Oh, Jesus Christ. So see how that sort of picks up the pigment? I don't know if you can catch. You'll see it in the video. It just looks dewy versus chalky. But as you can see, regardless of what way you go, it's still a lot. Like, bam, bam, bam. Last but not least is the Fenty Beauty Universal Lip Gloss. So does it have any Fenty Glow? That's all it says. So I literally love this lip gloss. So my opinion on this lip gloss sort of depends on your budget. So if you are broke as a joke, don't get this, just simply because I do think that there are other lip glosses that are comparable at a more affordable price. I think this is $18. If you have a little money to spare, I am obsessed with this. Have not been able to put it down. I have about over like 60 lipsticks, but let's be honest, I just stick to nudes. That's just who I am as a person. So adding this lip gloss, it's just been amazing. It's like sort of the MAC lip glosses. So I absolutely love this. So you can use it as a lip topper, or you can use it by itself because it has pigment as well. Just to show you. Such a waste of lip gloss. Why should it be a waste of lip gloss? So see, it has its own pigment, but I love to use it on top of my favorite lipstick combo, which is just the Sephora lip liner in molasses, and then the NYX Soft Cream Matte Lip Cream in Abu Dhabi. That's my favorite nude lip combo. Add this on top, and I feel like I am slaying the world. Okay, so this is the final glowing to the gods look. So as you can see, it's still matte, but it's still like glowy, and you sort of have control. And just look at my face. Like, this is a Fenty B face, and I'm obsessed with it. I am absolutely obsessed with it. If I had to rank the products that I've tried overall generally, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason it's even missing that 1 point is because A, the contour stick I think could have been better. I think it could have been more blendable, but there's always room for improvement for all makeup brands. If you have any suggestions on videos that I should be doing, comment below. Comment if you're excited to see me back. Just like, subscribe, and I'm excited to be back.